Hello, everybody. And Jesus Christ, that's too loud. Welcome back. What the fuck? To, Betacraft. So, I actually just now remembered what, state I was in last time I played. It's not great right now. There's a lot of things outside that want me dead. It is mildly upsetting. Come on, bitch. I see a skeleton here. Okay, we're playing Austin Powers, I guess. Ah, my dog! Sit. Bitch slap. Die, bitch. Okay. Well, I am not dead. And I'm not having my dick bitten off by a spider yet, so that's good. But, my sword is... Yeah, we've got an extra... Well, my health isn't in great condition, that's for sure. That's what I get for not carrying food with me. Ah. I've got a shit ton of coal now. Go ahead and put that up. Yeah, something just occurred to me. I always was trying to figure out why this song specifically sounded no, I was trying to figure out why a song from Fallout sounded familiar, and I just figured it out. It sounds a lot like that song. And don't ask me the name of the song because I don't remember. Probably should have grabbed some extra or a few pieces of coal, but it's fine. I hate that you can't shift click things into the furnace in this version. I need some bread. Just a little bit to keep me alive. Probably should have grabbed just a little bit extra. Yes, almost done. I would have started a bit sooner, but I've been playing the shit out of Oblivion. Let's grab some sticks and go dig up some dirt and gravel. Why is the rain so fucking loud? And why is the sound so fucking low? Okay, is there... There's video settings and control settings. That's it. Excuse me. Oh, I think that's... I already dug that up. Or... that I filled that in. The music box. Specifically the Fable 3 version of Music Box. What the fuck does this say? Fable 1 Guild Song mixed with Presso Dome? What? I have many questions. Ah! I might play through Fable again. I've said that 100 times now, and I haven't fucking touched the game. I should probably start sipping on my coffee. I'm not doing a lot of commentary here. Also, I should probably keep Twitch open. Hello, Q. I am a bit mentally drained right now. It's not even something that's happened to me, but like all the fucking drama with Kirsch lately, just, some fucking people. Ooh, iron. And this is why we dig. I'm already maxing out on fucking dirt in my inventory. And I found gravel. Hello. Okay, this is just the part I was already digging into. Ah, my foot itches. Coffee. I don't really have much to talk about right now. I don't know, maybe I should have skipped stream today. Well, actually, it wouldn't be skipping because I'm not really scheduled to stream both Saturday and Sunday, just one or the other. Usually stream both though, just because I like to stream. But as fucking tired as I am, it might have just been better to call off streaming for the day. Fucking working Saturdays is it's getting on my last nerve. I mean, I appreciate the fucking overtime, but it's just been way too much and too many lately. There is the coal. Ugh, excuse me. Trying to think of stuff to talk about, just to fucking make it to where I'm not just sitting here silently digging shit up for the next like hour to 2 hours. But I just can't really think of anything. I mean, there's like one topic that's like just been sticking in my head lately, and that's the Kirsch drama, but I don't really want to talk about it. Like, I don't like talking about politics or internet drama on my fucking streams. And it's not because I, am afraid of what other people are gonna think about, whatever opinion I have. I don't give a fuck what other people think about me. Because, there's only one person in this world I have to fucking, care about the opinion of, and that's myself. Okay? What other people think about me, I don't fucking care. If people want to judge me, they can fucking judge me, but... Oh, next playlist. Like, it just doesn't matter, Not everybody's gonna like me. Some people are just gonna hate me for no fucking reason. Some people do hate me for no reason, I've found. Or, like, people will just come up with the most bullshit fucking reason to not like you, and that's another thing. But, like, the main issue with not discussing drama and why, I try to avoid discussing drama is just, I don't want my channel to be a place people go to, like, fucking be reminded of the dumb bullshit that's constantly going on in life. I want people to, sit down, watch my streams, and just forget about life for a bit. And, sometimes I'll like, bitch about my own personal issues, but, like, that's just me talking about stuff. Like, maybe that kind of goes a bit against what I'm, going on about. But that's why I try not to focus on it too much, or why I try not to, ramble too much about my personal life and personal issues. Because I will talk about, like, personal shit, but I won't, like, I'll always try to, like, summarize it as much as I can. Because, like, I hear a spider. I hear there's a pervert. Oh, that's fucking wonderful. Sword breaks at the worst possible moment. But yeah, I don't want people coming to my channel specifically to hear me bitch about things. You know, I get that there's some channels where, like, the main appeal is them just talking about bullshit that's going on, but it's not what I'm, like, aiming for. But, like, I'll tell you one thing that's really gotten on my fucking nerves lately. My fucking boss, my, not my supervisor, my team lead at work, is absolute fucking dickhead. It's like, he acts like I'm completely fucking incompetent. But the thing is, I've been doing this job for God knows how long. Like, I've been there 3 years, and I switched departments recently because I got sick of assembly. I got sick of working myself half to fucking death and then having nothing to show for it. You know, I'd work myself half to death because we're just expected to work ourselves half to death. And, like, no matter how hard I worked or how good I did, never got praise. Never got anything other than bitching. That is all I ever fucking heard was complaints after complaint after complaint. So I just got fucking fed up with it and I switched to a different department. And honestly, I'm kind of regretting switching departments because my supervisor's a fucking useless moron. Like, he's supposed to have taught me how to do the fucking job. He hasn't. In fact, all he ever does is bitch about me not knowing how to do the job that he's neglected to teach me how to do. You know, just typical bullshit, typical fucking boss. You know, your one job is to teach people how to do things. I just forgot to switch back to the Twitch window. Your one job is to teach people how to do shit. And you just, you're not doing it, and then you're bitching because they don't know what they're doing. But you know what? Fuck him. He's a useless piece of shit, and I hope he burns in hell. And I don't care if that sounds harsh. Genuinely, fuck that guy. You know, he acts all fucking buddy-buddy with me sometimes. I don't care. He's not my fucking friend. He's my boss. And he's not very good at that. But that's why I have streaming. I have streaming so I can forget about those useless fucking morons. And that's kind of just what I want, you know, my streams to be for other people too. I want people to be able to tune into my streams after a long day at work and then just forget about their useless piece of shit boss who doesn't know how to do his fucking job and then bitches at everybody else for it. You know, just forget about that shit for a minute. That's the point of these streams. Forget about your shit, you know, forget about your shitbag boss. Now, if I have any dirt that won't fit in the chest, I'll throw it in here. Because this cave is utterly useless. Do I not have my... Yeah, whatever. Egg. My fucking chicken trap. Materials. I'm done bitching about my boss for now, though, because... God. I'm honestly kind of hoping that the next Fable game gets canceled. A bit of a hot take, but I have absolutely no fucking faith in the developers. Because everything that's been shown so far about the new Fable game that's in development has been nothing but disaster. Like, it looks so fucking bad. And I really, really don't want to have to fucking crucify a few hundred fucking blue-haired fucking morons for ruining my favorite game franchise. Honestly, I want another Fable game, but I want even more for the series to just not have a shitty fucking revival. Like, Journey was already, like, not a great note to end the fucking series on. To the point most people don't even remember Fable the Journey existed. But I am just really not fucking ready for the series to get revived in the current, like, unnecessarily political fucking gaming climate. Like, I hate that politics are just getting fucking shoved into everything. It's like one of the major reasons I don't like talking about politics on my channel, but I've taken everything I've seen from the fucking, like, trailers for the this supposed, like, Fable revival. It just looks like the Saints Row reboot. That's all it looks like. Like, everything about it screams, you know, the same fucking bullshit that the Saints Row reboot fucking was screaming. And, like, the Saints Row reboot, I knew was gonna be fucking bad the moment I heard it was coming. And I know that the Fable reboot's gonna be bad as, you know, if it doesn't, like, get completely reworked. Which I think it probably is. Not gonna lie, as little as we've fucking heard on this, and, you know, as little as we've heard about the development process, I think they're gonna completely rework it, because Microsoft has already gotten rid of the DEI bullshit that keeps getting shoved into games for no reason. Oh, no, it has a reason, it's just not a good one. Like, Microsoft has already started getting rid of that stuff, because they realize it's not profitable to shove your political opinions down people's throats, especially when it's contradictory to itself. So I'm hoping that, like, since Microsoft technically owns the Fable series after Lionhead got shut down, I'm really hoping that Microsoft just completely guts this shit and is like, you know what, we're gonna make sure that this game's not going to be a flop at the very least. I hear skeletons. Ah. There's a cave through here. You know, fingers crossed that if it's not getting reworked, it's just a fucking false alarm, but I have good instincts when it comes to this stuff. I have no doubt that if the Fable fucking bullshit doesn't get completely, like, if Microsoft doesn't do what Microsoft does best and just grabs them and says no, and then just cancels it, or like fucking forces them to gut the whole thing and start from scratch, I can almost guarantee you it's just gonna be the final nail in the coffin for, like, the fucking identity politics bullshit that they keep shoving into gaming. hear some zombies. They don't like that I'm talking bad about DEI. Directly above me. And I'm sure that now that I've brought it up, people are gonna start fucking calling me all sorts of names, because that's all these people can ever fucking do is name calling. But I'm gonna tell you something. DEI is not like this fucking great thing that people think it is. It's not, you know, adding necessary inclusivity. It's literally the opposite of inclusivity. It's checking boxes. You know, and again, I don't like talking about politics, but this is something I feel like since I brought it up, I gotta, like, state my view of it. DEI is the most fucking racist shit in the world. And people don't want to accept that. But it really is. It's extremely fucking racist. You know, people prop the, you know, the stuff up like it's, you know, there to help the disenfranchised. But it's not. It's not. It's racist fucking, like, it's polite racism is what it is. It's white people who think that anybody whose skin is darker than them is just automatically stupid for having dark skin. Shoving minorities and, like, gay people into games for the sake of appeasing people that they're afraid of. Okay? Because that's what these people are. They're afraid. You know? They're afraid of minorities. Now, I'm going to stop talking about this subject because, again, I hate talking about politics on this channel. But people don't, you know, people do need to realize that. You know, stop fucking shoving people, stop shoving politics into your games. Stop shoving fucking, you know, appeasement into your games for people who aren't going to play them. Just fucking make a decent game. Make a decent story. You know, if you want to throw in a gay character or throw in a black character, that's fine. Nobody's going to complain about that. Except for a very small minority of people who, again, you don't need to be listening to because they're not playing the fucking game in the first place. If the mental image that you conjure in your head of the people who make these complaints is some fucking obese, fucking ungroomed, unwashed fucking neckbeard, you probably don't need to be listening to what they think. Now, granted, I'm sure that plenty of people who obsess over politics view just about everybody who disagrees with them in that light, but a lot of the people who are, like, pushing this stuff or feel the need to push this stuff are probably just innocent bystanders who are just afraid that their games or their products aren't going to sell if they, you know, don't appeal to this minority of screeching morons on Twitter. Because that's all they are. It's just fucking stupid people on Twitter who don't step outside enough. You know, don't try to appease these people. Don't try to win them over. Don't do things for them. Because they're going to complain regardless of what you do. I mean, just look at, again, the fucking Kirsch situation. Crime boss. You know, they dropped Kirsch because a bunch of fucking idiots on Twitter claimed that Kirsch was a fucking white supremacist. Well, they dropped Kirsch, she's not a white supremacist, and they lost all their money. Yeah. Alright, that's enough talking about politics. I already said I'd drop it like 3 times, but, you know. It's just one of those fucking things that just kind of gets on my nerves. Let's put this cobblestone up. I always thought this song and the theme for Battle Block Theater sounded similar. Or at least the, like, beginning segment of it. Need some more torches. Ah, shit. Honestly, after all this Kirsch drama, though, I have been considering just, like, I don't know. I've been thinking to myself, God, I really should just do a, like, if I could, which I probably can't, I should just do a fucking collab with Kirsch. Because I feel like it would be an easy way to gatekeep my own community from fucking psychopaths who fucking obsess over politics and shit on the internet. Because, you know, Kirsch isn't even that fucking bad. And, like, all this fucking drama over her is just completely unwarranted. Like, not getting into the politics of it anymore, but it really is just an idiotic situation started by idiotic people. That's a skeleton. You missed. Didn't miss that time, though. Ow, 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 die. It's a pervert. Die, pervert. Oh, just shy of... That could have been bad. Anyway, another pervert. Another dirt mound. Yes, iron. You know, 50% of the time it works all the time. You know, just digging up dirt seems to pretty reliably net me some iron. And I feel like that makes sense in some way. Like, I feel like that is scientifically accurate somehow. I'm not gonna try and figure out why or fact check, but it seems accurate that if you dug up dirt underground, like in a cave full of stone, you'd be more likely to find iron. It just feels like it works, you know? It just trust me, bro. That's my evidence. You know, something that I just thought of was, growing up, not growing up, but, like, in high school and shit, there was, like, this really weird obsession all the English teachers had with people misusing the word literally. And until then, I had quite literally never heard somebody misuse the word literally. I mean, since then I've heard somebody misuse the word literally, and, you know, I might have once or twice heard somebody misuse it before that, but they acted like it was so common for people to just use the word literally for emphasis. But I feel like that's not as common as they wanted it to be. Granted, English teachers are really fucking weird and obsess over the dumbest shit. Which is why English, which should be a pretty much trivial topic in school, was always a difficult topic. Shitty teachers that just obsess over really, really dumb shit. Like, the word retarded. When I was in high school, that word had basically become archaic. Nobody used it anymore. Now, I'm sure there was a fucking handful of people who still used the word. But that word has become so fucking archaic. But, you know, beating the dead horse, which I don't think I'm using that term right in this case. You know, all the English teachers in the world seem to have just come together to obsessively, you know, go on about how you shouldn't use the word retarded, it's offensive. It's like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock, it's an insult. It's meant to be offensive. You're trying to offend somebody when you call them that. I'm not calling people the word because, you know, I think it's fun to say. But, like, on top of that, like I was saying, nobody really even used that word anymore, especially in my high school. And then all the fucking teachers, you know, started obsessing over it, and we had literally had an assembly over it. And everybody started using it again. Barbara Streisand, you know, fucking Streisand effect in full force. Nobody in my high school was using the word retarded. And then, you know, the fucking English teachers obsessed over it and acted like it was being said left and right. And, you know, starts being used again. Hell, I had stopped using that word by that point because, you know, I had just kind of thought, I had just kind of grown out of using it. To me, it was like, that word's, like, overused. To me, that word kind of just became a child's word, like a child's insult. Like, you'd call somebody, you know, the type of person who would call somebody a retard to me at that point was also the type of person who would be in a Call of Duty lobby with a fucking microphone that their mom bought them, you know, screaming, calling everybody gay bitch, you know, that kind of person. You know, a squeaker would use that type of word. And then and then the teacher started obsessing over it, and all I could think was, wow, it's funny that you're saying I shouldn't use this word, because guess what word I would use to describe your obsession with this word? Retarded! Because that's what it was. It was fucking idiotic. It was brain dead. It was so dumb. You know, and it just, the obsession over that specific word. And they acted like, you know, people using it was harming, you know, disabled people. And like they'd act like people were only using it towards disabled people. We had a lot of mentally handicapped kids in my school. And after, like, everybody started using that word again, you know what word I never used, or I never heard used against any of the special ed kids? You'll never fucking guess what word it was, because we're not assholes. I mean, that's a lie. Everybody in that fucking high school was an asshole, but, like, you know, people use insults selectively. You know, nobody's gonna call a mentally impaired person a retard because that's actually just straight up offensive. You know, that's, like, really, really fucking bad. Now, of course, I'm sure there was a few kids in my school who did call the mentally handicapped kids that, and they probably got fucking suspended. Because my high school was full of assholes. But it wasn't, like, just getting flung around left and right. And, like, you know, I later on learned this wasn't just a thing in my high school. This was apparently a whole-ass campaign going around to get people to stop using this very specific word, which nobody really used anymore. And it revived the use of the word. Now I hear people use it fucking left and right. But yeah, it always amazes me how that happens. You get some jackass obsessing over one specific thing that doesn't really deserve attention. And I'm lost. And then as a result, I gotta really fucking patch up some of these holes. I've gnarled the shit out of this cave, and it's become so difficult to navigate. Ah, here we go. Okay, yeah, I remember where I am now. But yeah, I should, like, bring a few stacks of wood down here and, like, organize this cave a bit. Like, mine out the stone, make actual pathways and stuff. And, like, I don't know, fill in some of the holes that just go nowhere. Turn it into a proper fucking mine shaft, because I come down here for all my resources anyway. I have too much dirt. But yeah. It is kind of funny, because, like, I've started using that word again, and I didn't even fucking use it all that much before. Like, you might say oppositional defiance, you're just saying it because people told you not to. To which I say, well, yeah, don't tell me what I am and am not allowed to fucking say. If you're gonna fucking sit there and lecture me on something, you know, I actually need to hear. Don't fucking tell me that I'm not allowed to say a fucking word. On top of that, I'm mentally impaired myself. I have autism, I have anxiety, I have probably OCD. So, you know, if there is a person on this planet who has full fucking right to say that word, it's yours truly. Don't fucking lecture me on what words I am and am not allowed to say. Don't fucking, you know, drag me out of class to a fucking assembly to obsessively fucking tell me, oh, I have disabled friends and it's hurtful to them if you say that word. Like, okay, your disabled friends that oh yeah, that was another thing. The guy who started the assembly, that was something he actually said. He said that his disabled friends that I had never met, that I would never meet, and I still have never met, were actively being harmed by the use of that word. And my immediate reaction was, how? Like, I had to stop myself from just fucking... Did I tell you you're allowed to advertise on my fucking stream, you bitch? But yeah, it was like, how? How is me using a word harming people who aren't hearing it? Okay? Is it like fucking saying Lord Moldy Butt? You know? Does it cause natural disasters when I say it? No. It's a fucking word, and it only has as much power as you give it. You know, there are certain words that I don't say. But that's usually because they're really fucking dumb words or phrases. But people really gotta stop acting like words have, you know, can physically cause you harm. Like, I'm not gonna say slurs, obviously, and, you know, people are like, oh, well, retard's a slur, why would you say that, then? It has, yeah, it was it's a slur in the same way that saying, say... It's a slur in the same way that saying rat is a slur, okay? A lot of people don't know this. Rat is a slur for Jewish people. But it's not a slur on its own, okay? Yeah, it's an insult for others. But, like, if it's not targeted at a specific group, then, you know, it's not meant to be a nice thing to say to people. I just fucking realized I still have dirt in my inventory. I thought I ran out for a sec. But yeah, like, people really just gotta stop obsessing over words. If you don't want the word to be used, then don't obsess over it. And eventually people are just gonna stop using it because the word becomes outdated. Because, like, you never hear anybody get called a coomer anymore. I mean, it's been replaced by a far worse and far more cringe fucking, you know, term, gooner. Ugh. It just feels gross saying that. And, like, that term has gotten so fucking overused. I just can't wait for it to die out. And you know what I'm doing to contribute to that term dying out? Not saying it. Not calling people gooners. You know what I'm doing instead to avoid using that term? I'm using the actual proper term, chronic masturbator. If you don't want people to use a word, don't use the word yourself. Don't bring it up. Don't fucking talk about it. Don't think about it. And when people use the word, ignore them. Like, literally ignore them if you have to. But, like, don't be an annoying prick about it, because if you're going to be an annoying prick about something, people are going to start intentionally trying to aggravate you. Shit. But I should change topics because I've been on this for a little bit too long. Alright. On a different note, words that people don't use, or words that, you know, I don't use, that I think should be used more because they're funny. You know what insult I haven't heard, you know, thrown around in a long ass time? Dingbat. That is like one of my favorite words, and I've been trying to like integrate it into my vernacular, but I just never fucking think to use it. Like, that's an old, like, kind of dated insult, but it is such a funny word. And like, you'd think it's a super inappropriate word or something, you know, vulgar. It's not. It's literally just the fucking, it's those bats on a fucking typewriter that are used to, like, type in the words. Yeah, those little bats that are on, if anybody's, you know, seen a typewriter, the way they work is, when you press the keys, it, has these little metal bats that will come up and smack a ribbon. And on the end of these bats is the, like, letter or the, what's it called? That is, like, corresponding to the key. Those little bats that punch that ribbon are called dingbats. And a dingbat is, like, also used as this insult for a stupid person because I think it's also, like, presumed to be a synonym for, like, penis. Or, like, a slang term for penis. And, like, calling someone a, like, dickhead is also a, like, it's used for somebody who's just kind of a douche, or, like, somebody who's kind of a, just unpleasant person. But dickhead, a lot of people might not realize, is also an insult for somebody who's, like, really, really fucking dumb. And I know this because whenever I do something stupid, my dad calls me a dickhead. Like, and, you know, I do stupid shit a lot, you know. Side effect of being autistic is sometimes I'll do something really fucking stupid without realizing it. I am also just kind of stupid sometimes. Shit. And, like, if I do something stupid, my dad will be like, no, not that, you dickhead. And I was like, okay, fuck you too. It's okay, though, because me and my dad throw insults at each other all the time. It's funny. Something I don't like, though, is when people I don't know think that they can do that. Or when somebody I've just met assumes that they're, like, my buddy or something, and they start throwing fucking jabs at me. I was like, dude, I don't fucking know you. You're not allowed to say that shit to me. You don't say shit like that to people you don't know. Alright. I've used up my excessive dirt. My excess dirt. Ah! Honestly, what I need to do is fucking open up the, like, this screen and then, like, go down to the negative 14, or go down to the 14th coordinate. What is it? Hang on. Okay, go down to Y14, which is, or is it just 14 blocks from the surface? I don't remember. I need to go down to the level that you find diamond. Not to find a diamond, but to find literally everything else. You know, and if I find diamond, then, you know, pog. I should probably put this fucking stuff in my chest. I keep forgetting to do that stuff. Actually, you know what I really need to do? I need to build a stairway here. Because, like, these fucking stairs are just becoming a pain in the ass to get up and down. Let's see if I've got any... Yeah, I have a singular piece of cobble staircase left over from when I was building the second house. Ugh. Oh, almost forgot. Melt down some iron. We'll dick around with that in a minute. Oh my god. Honestly, if I wasn't already, like, balls deep in Oblivion, I'd be fucking I'd be playing Fable right now, probably. That's an interesting fucking way of putting it. Rhyme, you fucking goober. Rutrow. Well, I know where I'm starting then. You know, sometimes I'll say shit like that, and I start to understand why people think I'm weird. And I already understand why people think I'm weird. I am fucking weird. But, like, just particularly that kind of thing. It really makes me understand why people look at me like, God, that guy's so fucking weird. One, two, three, four, five, 7 bits of staircase. I also need to fill in this fucking hole here. This hole is just, It's its own fucking beast, its own problem. I think one of these is 4 cases. Yeah. So I'm going to have 1 left over, which meant that grabbing that singular piece of staircase was kind of pointless. But that's fine. I do pointless shit, although there's a pervert down there. I'm going to kill this guy before he causes problems. Die, bitch. I'm gonna go ahead and sort of board this up, if that makes any sense. I can just place a few extra torches down in here so I don't have to... I might fill it in later, but right now I'm not focused on that. Oh, shit. Well, that's fine. My quarry is right around the corner from here. Might as well just wear down this pickaxe the rest of the way. Yeah, there we go. Oh, shit. But that's fine. I will do this. That might have just made things worse. No, it didn't. Okay, good. Oh, shit. I think I'll widen this shaft up, just so it's not, you know, so fucking narrow. Give me a bit more wiggle room. And maybe I'll find some iron while I do this. Probably not. I wouldn't say this was a particularly good stream, to be honest. Spent a lot of time bitching about politics, which I try to avoid doing. Or I spent more than 0 seconds bitching about politics, which is already too much. Because, again, too many people fucking do that stuff. Like, if you want to go to Kirsch and listen to her talk about politics and shit, you know, be my guest. Is it Kirsch or Kirsch? I don't fucking know. I call her Kirsch. And, you know, I don't knock, you know, Kirsch for doing that. I don't knock her for talking about politics and stuff. It's her own prerogative. But it's not what my channel's for. And I try to avoid it, but sometimes, like, a topic will just get so fucking frustrating that I can't help but vent about it. The main issue is, and I know I said I don't care what other people think of my opinions, you know, but I really, really don't want to have to deal with stupid people bitching because I don't agree, or because they don't agree with me 100%. Which, you know, kind of unavoidable, but I'm sure that if I get, you know, even a modest amount of traffic to my channel, because, you know, 100 followers, I'm, you know, grateful for it, but it ain't shit. It's a very low number of followers on Twitch. I mean, granted, that's, you know, a far more valuable number on Twitch than it would be on, say, YouTube, but, you know, if I get, like, a modest amount of traffic, I'm sure that at some point someone's gonna come to me and, like, in my chat just be an intrusive fucking twat and, like, ask me, what's your opinion on X political topic? And I'll be like, go away. And they'll proceed to then try to claim that I'm a fucking, I don't know, insert buzzword here. You know, that's what I'm trying to avoid when it comes to, like, political shit. But sometimes it's just not really something you can avoid. Let's cover that up. Alright, there's the way that I'm supposed to be going. Oh, damn it. Ruh-roh. Dig this up. And that pickaxe is almost dead. I'm gonna fix this cave up, because probably should have said that first, but that's what I'm doing right now. Alright. This room is now not covered in holes, and you know, it's a little bit of a patch job, but it actually looks kind of nice, not gonna lie. Honestly, I should just leave some fucking pillars in and just cover them in torches. Like how about you don't come to my stream and advertise, you stupid bot. Ban. Port. Spam. Spam. Add bot. Submit. And block. There we go. Lats isn't here at the moment, so I'll deal with little bots myself. And there goes my pickaxe. Wonderful. I don't need their fucking thing pulled up. This is still on the same song. This is Reaver's Manor, and this song is really fucking drawn out. Cobble. Ugh, excuse me. Materials. And this fucking staircase will be used at some other point. Alright. I need to get my iron and make a couple new pickaxes. I hear some sheepies outside. That's not what I wanted to do. Why did I do that? Well, now I have extra shovels. I just had a fucking oopsie-doo. Honestly, that wasn't even a tired thing. That was just me being stupid, not paying attention. My brain kind of just went autopilot there for a second. Shit. I'm not going to make any more rails for now. I need to get some redstone before I make any more rails. Oh, I almost forgot there was iron right here. Actually, I did completely forget there was iron right here. I bet somebody's gonna... I'm just kind of half expecting somebody to come into the stream while this song's playing and just be like, oh, what a snob listening to classical music while playing Minecraft. Like, no, this is from Fable. This music's from Fable. I'm not trying to be a snob. Music box. And it's the Fable 2 version. Oh no, it's the end credits theme. Oh, big fucking pile of gravel. I'm now realizing that placing that cobble right there specifically was pointless. Eh. It's not the most pointless thing I've ever done. It's not a pickaxe, that's a sword. What I ought to do is get a bucket of water and build some fucking pillars up to the ceiling.
Shopping with your parents can be embarrassing.
Why would they sell jeans with holes in them? I'm going to speak to the manager.
Mom!
That hoodie is giving. You should get it. YOLO.
Thanks to the Chase mobile app?
No. Chase. Oh. I guess we're not listening to Fable music anymore. We're listening to Oblivion music. You know, people like to bitch about Oblivion because apparently during development the game was supposed to be a lot more alien, and then like somebody watched The Lord of the Rings and they were like, this movie's cool, I want to make a game like this. And you know, I understand being a little upset that the game wasn't, you know, that the game kind of completely switched directions, but at the same time, it doesn't make Oblivion a worse game. I mean, Morrowind was super fucking alien, but honestly, Oblivion, I fucking love the environments, and I personally probably would have hated if Oblivion was like way more alien and like had a very just fucking strange environment. Because, like, I played Morrowind for a little bit, and, like, I can see the appeal of the game. I even got into it for a bit, but I could never stay interested in Morrowind because the environment's just way too fucking all over the place with how fucking alien it is. I think there should be another game set in Morrowind, or there should be, like, an HD remake of Morrowind. You know, I don't think that Morrowind's gonna get a remake like Oblivion did, but Oblivion needed to be the way it is. Like, Oblivion in its current form is exactly what a game that, you know, it's exactly the type of game that we needed when it came out, and it's honestly a game that we will always need. I just realized there's a giant fucking hole here. I don't like that at all. I'm just thinking about that fucking commercial, and it's just so fucking stupid. I hate when commercials try to be all like fucking, how do you do, my fellow kids? It's just so bad. It always comes off as just trying way too fucking hard. I'm gonna leave this open right here. I might put some stuff here. I love Oblivion. It's such a fun game. I'm big into fantasy, like high fantasy shit. I can't get into sci-fi quite as much. Ironically, you know, I've told this story before. Ironically, you know, in spite of being big on fantasy, I can't get into Dragon Age, but I love Mass Effect. And then I got a buddy who's like big into he's like big into sci-fi, but he can't get into Mass Effect, but he loves Mass Effect, but he loves Dragon Age. Honestly, I'm kind of grateful that I'm not a Dragon Age fan right now, and I get the feeling that if those fucking bullshit Mass Effect teasers actually finally come to fruition, I'm gonna really wish I wasn't a Mass Effect fan. But considering what happened to the last thing that came out of Dragon Age, I should be in the clear for a little bit. Still, no hope. You know. My optimism's kind of dead. Oh, I almost forgot what I was about to do. Where's my bucket? Should be over here. I only need one. And I also need a stack of cobble. I'm gonna get 2. Just, well, 1.5 just to be safe. 1 and less than a half. Yeah, I just need enough. For like 1 good tower. Or for a few towers. I think I'll go ahead and fill the ceiling in as well. Damn it. I dicked myself. I dicked myself. That's not how I should probably put it. Right. And... Eh. Can I reach this? Yes, I can. Awesome. Damn it. Come on. I probably should have done a little better. Oh, this is gonna come out a little fucking funny looking. Or this might be a bit difficult. My S done. No, this is a quarry, laughs. This is where I get my cobblestone. I'm just putting pillars in so I don't have to keep replacing the torches. This sex dungeon. Oh my god. So where you get your rocks up. God damn it, lads. You fucking goof. It's not where I get my rocks off, it's where I get my rocks from. I'm fucking... I started losing a fight with an inanimate object. Several, in fact. I was outnumbered by wood. Okay, this stream's starting to get mildly sexual. And I don't like it. You're not sorry? Of course you're not, laughs. Of course you're not sorry. You're laughs. And there goes 2 of my torches. I didn't see where the other one went. Doesn't matter. Fuck. Alright. Five, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10. Same level? Shit, I made it 1 higher. Well, now that I know I can, I might as well do that. Put the torches up as high as I possibly can, if it'll let me. Goddamn. There we go. and see if I can knock this one down because it doesn't need to be there. And I can't. I gotta place it. A cable. Ah, my ear. This actually looks really fucking nice. It's getting me in a creative type mood. Oh shit, let's not jump off. It would be very painful for me. And it might be mildly hilarious for others, because other people are douchebags and they like laughing at me when I get hurt. Yes. uh... And there is... Shit. There we go. Now... Oh, god damn it. And... There we go. There's still a bunch of torches just sloppily thrown around the room, but, I think I'll deal with that later. For now, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night because it is getting a little late. I was gonna stream a little bit longer, but I'm fucking tired. And if I continue to stream, my stream will suffer for it. Also, the stream kind of sucked anyway. And got a little political. And again, I try not to do that. But, you know, shit's been going on that it's made me a little fucking feisty. But that's gonna do it for today. I would just like to say thanks to everybody for tuning in. More Mass Effect Andromeda coming on Gay Tuesday. But until next time, bye-bye.